This is the mayor of Fairvale. Just wanted to remind you that Republicans are terrible and you should never vote for them. Thank you, the end.
Ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, tonight we forego our usual opener to bring you this one-act play featuring our husbandly hero, Jay, his helper, Randall, and Jay's buddy, Vince, entitled Men of a Certain Age Doing Construction.
I don't know, man.
No, I see what you're saying.
I don't see any way around it.
So, what you're saying is that we need to cut this out for now.
And then slide that under the beam.
And then we can move the plumbing.
Simple.
Why do we have to move the plumbing again?
Because we put the piers off-center so that we could put the plumbing between them in the first place.
It was temporary.
Right. We put the plumbing in there so we could still shower until we build the new bathroom.
And once you move the bathroom,
we'll move the plumbing again.
I'm paid by the hour, man.
Yeah.
I have a question.
No.
When you said, cut this out for now, what did you mean exactly? Because, I don't understand how you would cut something out of something temporarily. Because a cut it's permanent, usually, right? A cut?
Well, but in this instance, though, it's not actually something that's going to be... We're going to come back to the...
Oh, my God. Are you sure we shouldn't hire someone?
Honey, I do this for a living.
I'll work for him.
I own a deli.
Oh...
It's just a temporary cut out of the beam, and then we'll put a peg in there and join the beam and pier old school style, and then,
No, I'm going inside. Going inside.
Is she gone?
I think so.
She asks too many questions, man.
Well, tell me about it. So, was it 97 and 3/16, right?
Yeah, I think it was 96. The other one was 97 and 5/16.
So, you want me to measure again?
Measured twice, cut freaks. Cut once. What are you talking about? What are you, 7? Come on, twice. Man.
It's the My Friend Lisa Show.
Sara and Carl are newly married and looking for their first home.
I'm hoping for something with a bit of character, maybe with some original brickwork or something.
But her husband, Carl, has his own wants and needs.
I'd like some space of my own for my tools and maybe some room for games like, darts or pinball machine.
Realtor Simon has his work cut out for him.
Yeah, I hear you. Have you decided how much you want to spend?
We'd like to keep it under $300,000.
But we love the area near the lake, so the closer the better.
The lake, huh? Well, that's going to be tough, but let me see what I can do.
Finally, Simon is ready to show them what he's found.
Okay, guys. All right, keep your mind open on this one.
Okay.
It has a wonderful yard, and right here is the private entrance through the fence.
Oh, is that it?
Well, it's got a lot of potential, and it is right at your budget of $290,000.
This yard is huge, and I see it's got a swing set already. Hey, is that included?
Oh, it stays, definitely, but it's for the family in the big house in the front.
So it's a shared yard?
Yes, but I understand the 3 dogs are very friendly and hardly ever bark all day.
Hardly ever? That sounds like a non-starter.
Oh, not at all. Why don't I show you the place? Come on, come right in here.
Simon, this is a shed, and it smells.
Right, but hear me out. It has excellent bones.
I get the feeling you mean human bones.
Oh, no. With a little rearranging, this corner could be your kitchen. It's plumbed for this utility sink, so it shouldn't cost much to just add
We're
that
already
right into
at
the
budget, so there's no money to renovate, Simon.
Well, with a HELOC, you could add a bathroom.
Oh, no, this is nuts. I can't believe you brought us here.
Look, I'll be straight with you. Pickings are slim. Prices are outrageous. And even though they're starting to fall, it's going to be a while before $300,000 buys you much more than this shed in a backyard. We should talk about changing your parameters.
Parameters? Like wanting indoor plumbing?
Like location. We could go further from the lake, and I'll show you a nice space with a real open air feeling. Lots of room to grow, and you could really make the place your own.
We're not going anywhere until we see a picture first.
Well, hang on here. All right, here we go. Here, it's 2-car, and it's $250,000.
That is a carport. Let's go, honey. Back to our apartment
What?
with walls and a toilet.
But wait, I haven't showed you the best one yet. It's commercial right now, yeah. But they're rezoning. Revitalize the downtown, they say. And it's close to a bowling alley. Like, it shares the back wall. But, with that HELOC, you could soundproof and, kind of cut that off.
See ya, Simon. Get stuffed.
Tune in next week when we take a tour of a rustic, tiny home near the city dump on Housebummers.
In our last mini-episode of BS de Résistance, Lyssa gathered her old resistance comrades, urging them to fight against... I'm waving my arms in a large gesture here. All this. Now, it was time for action.
Rick, you say the pithiest things. I should be wearing a pith helmet. Pith helmet.
Fifth Avenue. Oh, my dear Lyssa, how I've missed your delicate japes, I must say. I must say, though, I'm surprised to see you still married to, him. Honestly, I've met tumbleweeds with more personality.
Now, Rick, he can be a little hard to get close to at first.
Oh, quite indeed, like a swallow cactus.
But he's a good egg. He's an eagle's.
Well, I must be off. Can't keep the polo ponies waiting. Ta-ta! Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oh, Rick. Here, take this with you.
What the deuce? Pipe tobacco?
Sure. You just put it right in the pipe and you smoke it.
I will gaze at the glowing embers and think of my heart burning for you. Adieu.
Oh, you will. Oh, yes. You'll get hungry, too.
Lyssa, we have to discuss...
What? Read the room, Vera. I'm having a moment over here.
Oh, honestly, Lyssa. I never should have CC'd him.
CC, senor. Ole! So, anyway, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Our plan must address one of the root causes of our current predicament. Disinformation.
Well, I mean, that's obvious. Duh. With all the so-called news networks, they're springing up like mushrooms after a storm. The My Pillow guy has his own channel. And even Steve Bannon has a network.
Oh, my.
How does he even convince other human beings to work with him in his shirts? In the same room, even. Can you imagine the smell? He's never wearing less than 3 shirts, Vera. Never.
Well, all
he
of
sweats
this is
like
true,
a pig.
Lyssa.
What?
Lyssa.
What?
While all of this is true, the biggest trouble spot is normal, everyday news channels and newspapers.
What? Has Don Lemon been squeezed or something? They've done nothing to Anderson Cooper, have they? Please, don't let that happen. I love that man. Heaven forbid.
Oh, very funny. Very funny. But here's a real problem.
Yes.
Mainstream news channels are terrified of being called left-wing.
Why is that a problem?
They bend over backwards to be even-handed, even when the two sides are... Well, just watch this video.
Fine. Jeez. Bossy.
Good evening, I'm Stephen Kiel. Now that the spirited final senatorial debate is over, let's hear from our panel. We'll be hearing from Joyce Overton from the New York Times, Bill Gatekeeper from the Washington Post, and well-known political blogger Cassandra Ominous. Joyce, how would you score tonight's debate?
Well, both Democrat Ernest Atwood and Republican Cindy Gunlover gave their fans in the audience lots of red meat, though in Atwood's case, it was probably an impossible burger, which, of course, is very bad news for the Biden administration.
How's that?
Oh, sorry, force of habit. You know. What I meant was, in terms of style points, Gunlover clearly had the advantage.
I see. But what about their policy positions? It seemed that Atwood made an impassioned case for a woman's right to choose.
Well, yes, but on the other hand, Gunlover certainly countered that by laying out a strong pro-life agenda.
Wait. Pro-life? Arguing that women and their doctors who terminate a pregnancy should get the electric chair. That's pro-life?
Well, she said she'd be okay with death by guillotine, which shows that she has some flexibility on the issue. Bill, gun violence was certainly a contentious issue tonight.
Yes, it was, Stephen, and Gunlover was probably strongest on this issue.
Strongest? Are you serious? You mean like when her staff members started handing out AR-15s to audience members?
Yes, well, a little showmanship is not at all unusual in these settings. I didn't hear anyone complaining.
Right, because who complains with a gun to their head? What about when some of those audience members decided to fire off their new rifles at the end of the debate?
Well, to be fair, Cassandra, they only shot at the ceiling. And certainly Gunlover had no way of knowing that they would do that. That's on them.
That's right. And the half-dozen hospitalizations were only due to ricochets or from getting trampled trying to escape. Those people should have had exit strategies worked out.
Wait. Are you literally blaming the victims?
Now, okay. Folks, let's stay on track, please. Bill, what about the Democrats' performance tonight?
Well, of course, he got off on the wrong foot by mentioning his pronouns.
Oh, yes. That was an unforced error. Strictly amateur hour.
Wait. What was wrong with that? And unlike his opponent, he clearly articulated a series of popular common sense policies and spoke in complete sentences.
Did he? I was still pretty focused on the pronoun thing, you know.
Of course you were. Of course you were.
Speaking of, there was also a senatorial debate in Georgia. Political observers around the country were eagerly anticipating the clash between Senator Reverend Warnock and his Republican challenger Herschel Walker. But they were in for a surprise. Let's watch a clip.
So, is he coming?
Well, Senator Warnock, I'm being told that he had a last-minute flare-up of an old football injury. Hamstring, to be specific.
A hamstring issue. How exactly does that prevent someone from...
But never fear. Mr. Walker has sent in a surrogate to take his place. Please welcome America's Mayor, Rudy Giuliani.
Wait. What? With all due respect, Mayor Giuliani, I don't think that you should...
buddy.
Excuse me.
For the next hour, I'm not Rudy, I'm Herschel. Everything you hear come out of my pie hole, it really comes from him.
Look, nobody's going to buy that. And I'm certainly not going to participate in this travesty.
Look, everybody, he wants to run because he's scared. Just like the defense did when I ran for all those touchdowns for the Georgia hot dogs. Yeah. That's right.
Y'all seriously cheer for that? He didn't even get the team name right. It's the Bulldogs, for God's sake.
Oh, there you go. I knew you'd start picking apart my sentences, you know. It's because I'm black, isn't it? Story of my life.
You didn't just really say that, did you? That's awful.
I mean...
Now, Senator Warnock, let's not engage in any racially charged demagoguery.
Racially charged? Are you... Okay, Herschel, let's talk about the issues. I stand with the women of America, and I believe that we should trust them to make their own decisions about their bodies and their health care. You obviously do not.
Now, that's ridiculous. I'm not anti-female. I just don't want to deny them the greatest joy a woman can experience, bearing one of my children. Why, I've lost track of how many women I've made happy in that way. There's
Okay, enough. Shut it off.
Now you see what we're up against?
Whew, I do. So, how do we get through to these media nimrods that we're in an existential crisis here?
Oh, don't worry, Lyssa. I have a plan.
What does Vera have up her sleeve? And will it be good enough to save the midterms? We'll find the answer to these and other questions in the next exciting...
Look, Dale, you don't really have to do that every single time.
I don't?
Let's just move on with the show. You're not getting paid by the word.
Yeah, but...
Okay, you're not getting paid at all. Whatever. What's next? Okay, right. It's Lori's song. Let's do that. Lori's song.
The song? Yeah, the song. Yeah.
Babe, I don't think I can take this anymore. It's like the world is falling apart, and our very democracy is on the brink. The virus is mutating, and now there's monkeypox to worry about. My self-care routine is topped out at a maximum, and I just can't seem to keep up.
Don't worry, hon. It's summer. I mean, look around. You know, we can take our family off somewhere and forget about our troubles for a while. Everyone knows that if we don't look at the bad things, they stop existing. Hey, listen, I've got just the perfect prescription. It's time to throw our cares away and get out in the sun. There's nothing like hot summertime for vacationing and fun. Forget about our problems now. Let's run and clap and dance. You only live once, or so they say. This may be our last chance. Before the calendar all fills up with horrid news all around, just place your fingers in your ears and hum away the sound. It's summer pain fun time. The only SPF you need. Stick your head in the sand, then roam about the land with I don't give a spree. It's summer pain fun time. Ignore what's going on. Insist that all is well while pretending that this hell is all fixed up and life goes on. No pesky thoughts about the poor. No worries for the sick. Just keep your mask rules to yourself. We want to see the flick. Today we'll bask in record heat as temperatures keep rising. We'll crank the AC all the way up. The bill will be surprising. Let's stampede to the theater. Go check out at the beach. And drive like full-on Mad Max fiends. 'Cause normal's just out of reach. It's summer pain fun time. The only SPF you need. Stick your head in the sand, then roam about the land with I don't give a spree. It's summer pain fun time. Ignore what's going on. Insist that all is well while pretending that this hell is all fixed up and life goes on. When the summer's over, no use running anymore. simple.
Okay.
2 fingers on the eyes.
This?
2 fingers on the ears.
Okay.
You can use your thumbs if you want. It's okay.
All right. I can hear you.
And just say, la 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 la, or something like that, and everything is it's bliss. What do they say?
Yes, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This meeting of the Fairvale Town Council will come to order. Before we open the floor to questions, I'd like to welcome back our mayor. He spent the last week in Washington on official business.
Thank you, Councilwoman Marsh. It was a very productive visit to our nation's capital. I attended a regional conference of mayors, whereby I met with our congressional representative to discuss more federal funding for local projects, and I met with several other representatives to reminisce about my previous visit to Washington in the winter of January 2021.
Oh, that was in early January 2021, wasn't it, Mr. Mayor?
I do not recall. I do not recall. If you'd taken a drink every time I use that line, I tell you what, you'd be hammered.
In any event, welcome back. Now we'll take some...
You'd be pretty tipsy, that's what I'm saying, is that you'd be drinking a lot.
I get it.
Because I said it a lot, see.
Okay. Well, let's move on. Now we'll take some questions from the public. Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Thank you. My question is, what on earth is going on at the library? My son had to do a school report on the Civil War.
Oh, boy.
The library only had one book about the war. All of the pages were ripped out, and someone wrote, "Very fine people on both sides," on the inside cover.
Well, let me say that we are all doing our best to adjust to the governor's new policies about teaching the, history. Can I maybe...
It's not history. What are you talking about?
Well, Councilwoman Marsh, if I may.
Sure.
Yeah, I know this is a thorny issue, one that I know is troubling to many citizens of Fairvale, but as your mayor, I promise you that I am going to take the time to figure out how a majority of you feel about it, and when that time comes, I can assure you I will wholeheartedly support that position until such time as moods and polling data shift.
Great. Sure, we all believe you. Let's hear another question, shall we? Yes, sir.
Good evening. I'm a citizen of Fairvale, of these United States, of this planet. And as an 8-time alien abductee...
Oh, sweet Jesus.
This reminds me of a guy I allegedly met at the Capitol last year.
An 8-time alien abductee, plucked from a peaceful sleep by visitors from another planet, subjected to bodily probes, and...
sir, please.
Hold on there, Councilwoman Marsh. Hold on. I'd like to learn more about these probes.
I come before you tonight to ask that fishing license fees be reduced for people renewing annually.
What?
I think folks should get a discount if they renew their license early.
Okay. Yeah, the council will take it under advisement.
Well, thank you kindly.
Sir, if I may, if your question was just about fishing licenses, why did you say all of that about aliens?
I don't know. Coming to a council meeting to ask about fishing licenses. Guess I didn't want to look like a weirdo.
Let's take a break, huh?
All right.
Let's take a break.
Break time.
It's Sunday morning, which means it's time to face the fables. I'm Mary Miller. Our first topic. Stand your ground laws are back in the news after a local woman attempted to cook and eat a pair of children who tried to eat her candy house. Did she have the right to protect her home, or was this a case of biting off more than she could chew? On our panel today from Homeowners Against Gluttony, we have Paige Harridan.
Good morning, Mary.
the executive director of the Sweet Tooth Society, a nonprofit promoting candies and cakes for children everywhere, Raven S. Maugh.
Thank you for having me.
And from the conservative think tank Once Upon a Tax Bracket, Peter Andrews.
A pleasure, as always.
Paige Harridan, let me start with you. Why was it necessary for this woman to resort to almost deadly and delicious force in this case?
Well, let me tell you, it doesn't take Aesop to find the moral of this story, Mary. This woman was in fear for her life when two strangers trespassed on her property and began to lay siege to her home. She had every right to protect herself because she was not the aggressor here. She was the victim here.
She had 2 children set to bake in the oven for an hour and a half at 350. And she's the victim?
No, she didn't know they were children. They looked much older in them lederhosen.
Mary, even the 3 blind mice can see that this is another case of reckless behavior where the actual threat is caused by the alleged victim. She was about to devour a pair of children whose only crime was wanting something to eat.
Oh, so that gives them the right to eat her out of house and home then, huh?
Well, maybe she shouldn't have built a house out of candy if she didn't want it eaten.
Oh, right.
Let's pause for a moment because we are going to play the 911 call from the incident, and we want to warn our audience that it is disturbing.
911, what is the nature of your emergency?
There are 2 children outside my house.
Okay, ma'am. Are they trying to break in?
I don't know. They're eating the house.
Did you say eating, ma'am?
Try the shutters, Gretel. They taste like licorice.
Yeah, it's good, Hansel.
They are going to nibble and nibble it all, yeah?
Oh, there's a lady on the inside. And she's made of chocolate.
Oh.
Wow! That's it. I'm going to cook them and eat them. I've got a concealed cauldron permit, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Please do not eat the children, ma'am. We are dispatching police to your location. Just stay inside and wait for the officers to arrive.
There'll be nothing left by the time they get here. Oh, they've already... those are load-bearing candy canes.
Guten Tag.
Oh, come here, you little wiener schnitzel.
Ma'am, are you there?
Harrowing stuff.
I'm telling you, it's lucky she escaped with a life.
Raven, what are your thoughts about the call we just heard?
Look, ignoring the fact that these were starving children who were just trying to get something to eat. You heard the 911 operator. There was a clear instruction to wait for the police to arrive.
Oh, sure. Just remain calm when the Germans start pounding on your door, huh? Oh, I can't think of a time when that ever led to problems. Can you?
Wait, now I'm confused. Was she afraid because children were eating her house or because she saw German children in her neighborhood? Of course, since she's a witch,
she's not a witch.
Now, hold on, Paige. There have been reports that this woman has faced multiple charges of witchcraft in the past. Does that change anything here?
Well, first, I can say that hag would never align itself with a witch. Yes, there have been a handful of charges over the years, but it is important to remember that she was never, ever convicted.
Because all of the witnesses mysteriously turned into newts.
What are you implying?
Hold on. I'd like to hear from Peter.
Thank you, Mary. Look, we all have a fundamental right to defend our homes, be they adobe or Andy's Mints, brick or Baby Ruth. And if law-abiding citizens have to wait around for police to arrive, it's safe to say their story will not end with a happily ever after.
Thank you, my point!
But this whole story shines a bright light on the real problem in this country, the breakdown of the family. You have children abandoned by their parents who come into contact with a middle-aged, unmarried woman, and you can't be surprised when things like this happen.
Wait. I'm sorry. What are you saying?
All I'm saying is if she were married to a man, she probably wouldn't be living in a candy house in the middle of the forest.
Do you even hear
he
yourself?
Is right.
Do you hear
who is
yourself when
looking
you're
out for
talking
the
all
children?
misogynistic?
Not all marriage is sacred. No, it's not going
This is
to
terrible.
go that
She
way
has
because
every right under the codes of the Homeowners Association to build her
carbohydrates
house
is
out
not
of
an
whatever
issue
she
of
chooses.
marital stability.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
stop. I'm afraid we have to stop as we've got to take a commercial break. The producers are also screaming in my ear. When we come back, fairy god people. Some say a gender-neutral name for these benevolent benefactors is way overdue. But even some in the community say this is a wish too far. We'll get our panel's thoughts right after these messages. La 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 la.
Hot! Ow! Oh, hi, Mom.
Hey, baby. Yes, it is hot.
Hey, why are you sitting here on the porch? It's 1,000,000 degrees, and the sun just fried one of my eyeballs. Is like drooling down my face.
Oh, that's nice.
Mom! I said I lost an eyeball!
Shh. Sorry about your eyeball, but I don't want to miss this.
What are you watching?
The boys are doing construction.
Ooh.
I know. It's the best show in town. Sit over here with me. We're in the fan zone here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes. Nice, huh?
So it's 96 and 7/16, right?
No, 5/16.
3/8.
Honey? Honey, your tape measure is over here.
Don't need it.
Oh, I see why you watch this.
Yep, that's why.
I thought you just watched it because Daddy has a quote-unquote cute butt.
Well, I mean, that's part of it.
Ew! Is that part of that sex thing again?
Look, you brought it up, monkey.
Oh, well, my bad, Mama. So, when are they gonna be done?
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Summer? I was born in April.
It doesn't matter. Do you want some lemonade?
Oh, yeah! That'd be great, yeah! But seriously, Mom, how long are they gonna be working on the house? Like, I can't hear Fortnite over all the hammering.
Frustrating, yeah. Can imagine. Try being a voice actor over all the hammering.
Sucks to be you, Mom. It sucks to be you.
Indeed it does. But at least the show is entertaining.
Yeah.
Dude, wait a minute. You're not using metric?
Not on the beams.
Not on which beams?
You think this will get a second season, Mom?
Oh, babe, I'm betting on years of this action.
Oh, can't we just stay in a hotel or something?
Hey, look out for that wire. I mean...
Damn it. Is that the temporary power?
Switcher!
What do you mean temporary?
The hotel up the street has a pool bar. I don't know if you know that. Let's go there. Mommy needs a pina colada.
Ooh, can I have one?
Maybe by the time they start on the second floor, you'll be old enough.
Oh, sweet!
You sit in the water and drink your drink. I'll get you a virgin one. No, shouldn't have said that. No, pool bars are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go to the pool, Mama.
Fun times.
Yeah.
This episode of My Friend Lyssa, A House Divided, was written by Lori Furth, Lyssa Graham, Dale Leopold, and Jack Mooney, and featured the vocal talents of the Suffolk Goode Players, Rebecca Davis, Dustin Ebaugh, Lori Furth, Lyssa Graham, Dale Leopold, Chris Mezzolesta, Karyn O'Bryant, and George Washington III. Original music composed, performed, and produced by Chris Mezzolesta. The song, Summer Pain Funtime, SPF, was written and performed by Lori Furth and Chris Mezzolesta. Editing, sound design, and audio production by Dale Leopold. Artwork by Richard McMurry. If you enjoy our show, the biggest favor you can do us is to tell a friend or two about it. The second biggest favor you can do us is to join our Patreon by going to patreon.com/myfriendlyssa, and that's Lyssa, of course. We're still on a bit of a limited summer schedule here, but we'll be back with another exciting episode of My Friend Lyssa soon. So in the meantime, stay safe out there. Remember to vote blue no matter who. And once again, thank you for listening.